It was found buried in the soil near an old house that once served as a hospital back in the 1920s. Only half of the tool survived, but the steel body still carries the look of precision work. At about 8 inches long with smooth curves and no visible markings, it has the quiet weight of something made for careful, repeated use. Its shape vaguely resembles early medical instruments, perhaps a clamp, retractor, or part of a specialized surgical device. Yet none of the standard examples seem to match exactly. Maybe it was used in a medical setting long ago, or perhaps it just ended up there by coincidence during the hospital's active years. What could this old fragment have once been used for? This is a lever from a lever-action shotgun designed to be worked by the hand to cycle the action, cock the firing mechanism, and feed the next round into the chamber in one smooth motion. The long finger loop and extended reach put the operator well forward of the trigger guard, so the same motion can both chamber around and reset the hammer with economy of movement. The shape and length also reflect older designs and even mirror the long cocking levers found on pre-safety repeating BB guns, which needed extra leverage to compress stronger springs. Lever action mechanisms were refined through the 19th century by American gun makers, and became closely associated with firms like Winchester as a practical way to achieve rapid repeating fire before semi-automatic systems arrived. It was found in a machinist's garage, a solid metal tool nearly a foot long, with a twist handle at one end and an adjustable hooked arm that pivots on a loose joint. The whole thing feels built for precision, heavy but balanced, the kind of tool meant to grip or pull something with controlled force. The threads on the handle still turn smoothly, suggesting it was used often but cared for. What kind of job did this adjustable hook once make easier? This is a basin wrench, a specialized hand tool used to tighten or loosen the nuts that secure faucets to sinks, especially in tight or awkward spaces. Its long shaft and pivoting jaw allow it to reach behind the basin where standard wrenches cannot fit, providing leverage while working in confined areas. Basin wrenches have been a staple in plumbing since the early 20th century, reflecting a clever design that solves a common problem with minimal effort. Found in a washing machine after a laundry load, this tiny, thumb-sized metal tool is solid and rigid, with no markings or writing to indicate its origin. It's simple in shape, probably designed to be held with just a finger or two, and could have been part of a larger device or mechanism. Any ideas what this little metal piece might have come from? This is a zipper repair tool, a small device used to fix or adjust the slider on a zipper. It can help realign misaligned teeth, pinch the slider for a tighter grip, or guide the slider back onto the track. Tools like this were especially useful before disposable zippers became common, allowing garments, bags, and luggage to be repaired rather than replaced. The design reflects practical ingenuity, making a small handheld tool solve a common and frustrating household problem. It was found in a museum in Lithuania, displayed alongside large metal tongs and a pitchfork. The tool is flat, made of iron, and shows signs of repeated wear. It could have been the head of a handheld implement, likely for scraping, digging, or leveling soil, though it doesn't match typical plows, hoes, or spades. Its shape and thickness also leave open the possibility that it was a blacksmithing tool adapted for agricultural use. Any idea what specific task it might have been designed for? This is a specialized spade used to harvest peat or clay designed to cut evenly sized turfs or loaves. Its angled blade reduces friction along the cut, while the width allows the extracted piece to settle without breaking or slipping away, making the work more efficient and precise. Tools like this were common in traditional peat bogs and clay pits, reflecting the careful craftsmanship needed for manual extraction and preparation of natural materials. The accompanying pitchfork-like object is a fish spear, or gig, used for catching fish in shallow water, showing how practical hand tools were tailored to very specific tasks in rural life. It was found in an old shed. The tool has a wooden handle, a curved blade, two holes, and a small wheel. Made by Christie Products, Akron, Ohio, is stamped on it. Judging by its shape, it seems designed for cutting or splicing material, likely screen doors, though some people have mistaken it for a can opener. Any idea what kind of material it was intended to cut? This is a combination or multi-use tool made by Christie Products of Akron, Ohio, a company known for distributing household gadgets by mail order. It incorporates a knife sharpener with two carbide wheels at the top center, a bottle or jar opener, and a small side wheel that functions as a glass scribe. Tools like this were aimed at home users who appreciated compact, multifunctional devices offering several practical functions in a single, convenient package. Christie Products marketed these kinds of items in the mid-20th century, reflecting both the ingenuity and the mail-order culture of American households at the time. These were found in a set of early 20th century tools. One has red handles and a tiny wheel opposite the teeth, stamped Ruby. Another is gold-colored, marked G and A Richards, Boston, Mass., with patent number 2265701, though looking it up didn't yield clear results. The small saw might be missing its handle, and the remaining pieces are clearly clamps, though their exact type or purpose is uncertain. Any idea what these clamps might have been used for? The gold item is a plate hanger, used to suspend decorative plates on walls without damaging them. The top left tool is a glass cutter, likely from the FAT set, designed to score glass for clean breaks. The left middle piece is half of a hacksaw, a hand tool for cutting metal or plastic. On the right are various hose clamps used to secure hoses to fittings and prevent leaks. Each of these items reflects practical solutions to common household or workshop tasks, showcasing the variety and specialization of simple hand tools. It was found in a thrift store labeled only as Old Tool. The handle is wooden and slightly curved, fitting comfortably in the hand, while the metal end is smooth, bullet-shaped, and solid. The surface shows wear from age and use, but there are no markings or maker's stamps. What kind of work do you think this tool was made for? This is a dibble, a traditional hand tool used for making holes in soil to plant seeds, bulbs, or seedlings. Its pointed end allows gardeners to create uniform planting holes quickly and efficiently, a method that has been used for centuries in both small gardens and large agricultural fields. The dibble dates back to ancient times and is considered one of the earliest known agricultural tools, valued for its simplicity and effectiveness in promoting even plant spacing and healthy growth. It was found in an old garage, part of a collection of vintage tools. Made entirely of metal, it has the general shape of a wrench, though one end features a set of heavy interlocking gears instead of an open or box jaw. The tool is surprisingly heavy for its size, with a solid industrial feel, and there are no visible markings or numbers anywhere on the surface. Whatever it was built for, it looks like it was made to handle serious mechanical force. What kind of machine do you think this geared wrench could have been used on? This is a grinding wheel dresser, a maintenance tool used to restore the flat, clean surface of a bench grinder's abrasive wheel. When pressed lightly against the spinning wheel, the small, hardened rollers break away embedded metal particles and smooth the surface, keeping the grinder true and effective. It's a messy but essential part of workshop upkeep, as a properly dressed wheel cuts cleaner and runs more safely. It was seen in a requisition store, an old wooden tool that immediately catches the eye because of its curious mechanism. A cube of wood rests on a base, and when the side lever is pushed down, the cube slides smoothly forward, guided by wooden rails. The entire piece looks handcrafted, built from solid hardwood with a patina that suggests long use. There are no metal parts except for a few nails or pivots at the joints, and no markings to hint at its purpose. What kind of trade do you think would have needed a device like this? This is a can crusher, a simple mechanical device used to flatten tin cans before recycling. By compressing the cans to a fraction of their original size, it makes storage and transport far more efficient, especially when collecting large amounts for recycling. These devices became popular in the mid-20th century as home recycling programs expanded and aluminum beverage cans became common.